Hello learners, in previous video we've decoded how are we going to retain the facts for prelims or for mains, whatever that matter is, but how are we going to recall or retain the information, especially the facts. Now in this video we'll try to understand in 14 steps if we are picking up a book, let it be conceptual book or a fact-based book, how are we going to retain that particular information and we will be able to jot down on the exam day, or else we'll try to eliminate the options in prelims. So this particular thing is going to be how are we going to master the particular art of reading and retaining the information. Firstly, it is very difficult for us to read and retain because for this particular exam there are multiple sources in the market and there is lot of books and also there is lot of information for that matter. So how are we going to handle this particular thing and we are going to excel? How are we going to revise and retain? So in a 14-step strategy, we'll try to decode this for both prelims and mains. How are we going to read any book and we are going to use that particular book to its peak. So firstly, we will have a clear objective before reading any particular book. Suppose let us say we have picked up NCERTs. We should know why we picked up that NCERT book. Suppose we have picked up a reference book. We should know for what purpose we have picked up that particular reference book. When your why is clear, if it is fact checking, for the purpose of fact checking or for the purpose of conceptual clarity or for any particular prelims or mains, if your why is clear, you will know what to take out from that particular book and you will remember. So for instance, we pick up NCERT books to gain the foundational knowledge. So when we read NCERT book, we do understand that we should not miss out the basics. So we'll try to concentrate more on the basics for NCERT book. So in this order, why are you knowing what to read or what to retain? Because you know why you picked up that particular book. Now let us say for Lakshmikant or Spectrum, you know that you wanted in-depth understanding. So you can't just skim up the book on the outer range. You will go in deep. You will try to read in between the lines. Whenever there is a pop-up box in there, you'll try to jot down. So you need to know why are you picking up particular book, for what purpose. Then you will able to read it more effectively than ratherly just like reading just for like time pass or like a magazine. Next, first of all, before reading, you try to skim what is the content present in that particular book, like the index part or the chapter summaries or the overview of the book which would be present at the end of the book. If you go to skim it, you will know what are the highlighted key topics are there and you will know what is important for you to relate to, because you will be reading the syllabus copy very well and thorough. For example, unnecessary details which are there in the Spectrum, like the long historical anecdotes which will be there in the box. Suppose let us say there is some governor. What is his family history? Some kind of anecdotes will be there, story associated that. You need not to read this because you know the syllabus very properly and thoroughly. So you are going to only focus on the demand of the exam, like the policies, like the case studies or any schemes or any personalities present with regard to history. So such kind of importance should be there. First you need to skim down. You need to just mark it wrong if that is not according to your syllabus. Before reading, you should know that in this way you will save your time and both energy as well. Next, breaking into manageable chunks. Now you have picked up the book. It's not like day and night together. You just put it your motto to complete that particular book just like that. No, you need not to do that. You need to divide the book into the smaller sections wherein you will put up a goal on a daily basis or a weekly targets. Example, finishing one chapter of Lakshmikant every 2 days. This kind of things you are going to manage. You're going to break down them in the section wise. Now read only 2 to 3 books in rotation so that you will not feel bored or you'll not lose the motivation. Once today or in the morning when you are reading polity, definitely in the evening try to read current affairs. It's not like I'll go day and night, weeks together, months together with one subject. In that way you will feel bored, you will lose the motivation and also you will not able to retain much. So in this way you can try to rotate the subjects and try to divide the sections of whatever subject you wanted to study. Nextly, actively read. Whatever you are reading, before you firstly you skim down what are the context and what are the important topics for you to be read. Now you're going to read actively rather than passively. Like, you're going to highlight the important points. You'll know the important points only when you do your PYQ analysis so well and the syllabus is directly sit in your brain. And that is where you will know what is exactly important for you. And you're going to use the marginal notes or the keywords so that you can quickly recall once you have done the reading. Secondly, you're going to use sticky notes so that you can summarize whatever the complex sections are there in that particular paragraph. Next, you will pay attention for the highlighted sections only when they are related to your UPSC syllabus, not like every other cook and nook stories of whatever has been mentioned. So this is how you will read actively. It's not like just you picked up a book and you're just thoroughly reading every lines and you're like, chalo, I'm done with the book. No, it's not like that. You're going to read actively rather than passive reading. That is how it shows that you're really concentrated, you really know the value of the book, what content has to be taken. Nextly, you will relate every topic, whatever it is there, to your syllabus and your PYQs. You can relate only when you have a thorough knowledge of whatever the syllabus has been mentioned and whatever the PYQs are there. Like, whatever the content is there in the previous year questions, for example, judiciary, for the topic GS2, you're going to relate everything, whatever comes in the current affairs to this section of the syllabus. Like how the concepts can be used in prelims and mains. In prelims, nowadays it is analytical approach, we everybody know, and also don't forget to note down the facts. Facts are also very important to trace down the options. So this is how you will relate everything to your syllabus, to your previous year questions. When you know the syllabus and previous year questions, that is when you can do that. And especially current affairs to your static syllabus. Next, whatever notes you are making, you are going to make only smartly, not like you're just doing copy paste after done your 1 or 2 readings. And this note making should be only after the second reading, not on the first reading. Because in the first reading, you will feel everything is important. Once you read the book thoroughly twice, then you can understand that, okay, I can remember these points without even jotting down. Or I can just simply point out one word or a keyword or a mind map I can use. You'll understand that only when you do it twice the reading. And you will make notes only of the important definitions or important facts and data, examples, and that too the recent case studies. And you'll make these all by using your flow charts and diagrams. Remember that this is going to help you to retain the information and revise the information so thoroughly at the end of your reading or once you've done the reading. Next, whatever you made notes now, you are going to do multiple revision because retention will only improve by your repetition. So first revision within 24 hours you are going to do. If you've read something in the morning, within 24 hours, make sure that you are revising that topic. And second revision within 1 week you are going to do. And the subsequent revision monthly wise you will just go and do. This monthly wise is possible only when you do your notes very smartly. And use this active recall technique so that you can cover everything, whatever you have jotted down and whatever went into your brain. Next, after you knowing the information, try to discuss it with others. Try to explain them, try to teach them, and try to rectify whatever mistakes you are making. That is how you are going to make your conceptual clarity more well and effective. Next, after done everything, you note down, you have studied and you have remembered everything. Now you pick up the questions and try to solve questions. Either let it be in the test series format or previous year questions analysis. This test is very important because you will know where to build your foundation. Whether you're lacking the information about the facts or whether you are lacking of the conceptual clarity, you will understand only when you test yourself. And integrate current affairs. As I said, that current affairs has to be integrated for every part of your journey. So this integration is very important. Now avoid perfectionism. You don't need to memorize everything 100%. You should only remember things which are very important, and that you will get only by doing previous year questions analysis. Again, when you have a syllabus thoroughly in your brain. So avoid perfectionism. Do not think like every line of the book I have to remember. That's waste of time and energy. Remember that only what matters the most for the exam, you're going to revise and remember this. And you're going to do this everything on a consistent basis. Avoid procrastination, avoid laziness. Progress is more important, and progress comes only when you are consistent with that particular practice or a routine. And revise through your mind maps. As I said, whatever you're doing at the end or the monthly wise, you can only revise only when you have chapters which are visually presented, like the keywords, or you're using some kind of mnemonics, or your only bullet points you're writing. In that way only you can revise at the end of the month. And evaluate and reflect. That means you should ask yourself, did I understand the core ideas? See, in this preparation, integrity is very important. Only when you have this particular quality, that is when you're going to succeed. This is a very important point. Ask yourself and genuinely answer if you really understood the core concept of the book. And ask yourself, if I can summarize the chapter in a few sentences without watching or without seeing that book, and do I remember the key facts and examples from whatever the chapter or whatever the article I have read from? These three questions has to be posed definitely. When your answer is yes, that is when you try to close that particular book or that particular syllabus or that particular chunk of the part. You're going to close and move on further. So this is how you're going to read, you understand, you retain the information, so that you will see success in the exam. So I hope this 14-step strategy or the 14th step whatever we have discussed is going to help you to retain the information so effectively, so that you'll not forget on that particular day. Thank you.